morning. Guess what? It's a brand new month. It's November 1st. It's WGTV today. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good morning, and thank you for joining us.
I'm telling you, we have a great program for the first day of November. Oh, boy.
We do. You went out to Plum Tree Garden and talked with them out there.
I did. What a great place. You know, they have, for the next week or so, they're still going to have their farmers market out there. And now the veggies were just amazing. They were so fresh. They were just fantastic. But they have other things out there as well. They have trinkets, they have jewelry, they have blankets, all kinds of stuff.
Really, all for sale?
All for sale.
That's nice. Yeah. Well, we want to promote shop local. Shop local, eat local.
I like that.
Be local.
Be local.
We do want to promote that, though. We want to continue to support our local farmers and produce growers here in our community.
That's right. Stay on earth every opportunity you have. All right, please. Yeah, stay local. That's right. Yeah,
and
I
who
love
else?
Local.
We went to Jazz on George.
Yeah, it was great.
Yes, it was great.
It was great.
This is part one of Jazz on George. Oh my goodness! You can tell it's November 1st. It's a new day.
I know.
But I tell you, the Arts Council was a new venue. It was a new place for us to have Jazz on George. Because of the weather, you know, Sandy that came rolling in.
Sandy came
Yes,
around.
we at the last minute had to make a change, and we moved to the Arts Council, which was wonderful. It was a nice, very much smaller venue than all spread out. It was very intimate and nice, and oh my goodness, we had the Monitors was one group that came.
I love those guys.
Fabulous, they were fabulous.
Yes.
And then another local group that came was, not group, individual was Nicholas Cole. He has really impressed me. 19 years old, Wayne.
He is so talented.
Oh my goodness, such a nice young man.
He is. He's great, and you know he has. Not to give him a plug or anything, but he has CDs out.
He has two actually, and he will be going on tour sometime soon. Actually, he'll be playing at the Paramount Theater coming up soon. Tickets have just gone on sale. He'll be playing a jazzy Christmas.
Hey,
that's right.
That sounds good.
He was fabulous. He was a pianist, plays by ear, can play any genre of music.
Plays with his ears?
He does, Wayne.
How did he get it?
Well, you know, he's talented like that.
Okay.
But he plays country, jazz, pop, soul, anything you can imagine, and he just totally does it by what he hears in his head, and he can just make it happen.
He's very talented.
He
very
is.
Talented. I do want to mention from the almanac about November. November is a very busy month.
Yes, it is. What is happening, Wayne?
Well, it's American Indian Heritage Month. That is this month. This is also National Adoption Month. November is National AIDS Awareness Month. It's Aviation History Month, and that's because, of course, of December 17th, when in '03 the Wright brothers first took off in their heavier-than airplane. It's American Diabetes Month. It's National Epilepsy Awareness Month. It's also National Alzheimer's Disease Month, National COPD and Lung Cancer Awareness Month, National Family Caregivers Month. It is Vegan Month.
My goodness.
It is a lot of stuff, and far from being least, it is Peanut Butter Lovers Month.
Well, there you go.
I love it. Oh, boy.
Well, this weekend is the Veterans Day Parade. It is Saturday at 11 o'clock, downtown Goldsboro. We want to invite you to come on out and support our local veterans and show them how much we appreciate what they've done through the years.
That's right. Parade gets underway at 11 o'clock. Now, the opening ceremonies will begin about 10:45 with a speaker and, of course, the national anthem as well as a salute to the flag.
That's right. So join us this Saturday, 11 o'clock, or beforehand if you'd like to see the opening ceremonies.
That's right. And if you'd like to be in the parade, it's not too late.
It's not?
No, you could still be in the parade. You could be in the parade. All you have to do is contact Sean Moore over at the Veterans Services Office on East Ash Street and say, Sean, I'd like to be in the Veterans Day Parade. She'll tell you all you have to do, and it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. You just have a patriotic theme, and you go and take your family and be in the parade, or take your scout troop or your church organization or your neighborhood. Take the whole neighborhood. Take somebody else's neighborhood.
Just dress and look patriotic.
That's it. Just go and have a good time. Be in the parade.
Well, talking about parades, we've got several we'll tell you about later in the show. We have a long list of parades throughout our community that are happening the month of November and December.
Oh, boy. Are these Christmas parades?
Yes, they are. But they start in November.
Really?
Yes, so we'll tell you more about that.
And you need to know this. Christmas is in December this year.
I believe it might be. I believe it might be.
I'm not kidding either.
So in today's show, we're going to see you going out to the Plum Tree.
I'm going to the Plum Tree today.
And then I'll be at Jazz on George.
Oh, boy. It's a great show today.
It is. So stay tuned.
Also coming up, got to let you know about this one. This is going to be a lot of fun. Got a turkey shoot for you. The Goldsboro Disc Golf Club is presenting the first annual Greater Goldsboro Turkey Shoot. It's going to be on November 11th. That's a Sunday morning beginning at 10 a.m. with 2 rounds, and it will, they're asking for professional, there's a professional division, men and women's. There's an amateur division, also men and women's. Also a junior division for youngsters 19 and under, boys and girls. Prizes, cash prizes, I guess. Well, prizes of some kind, put it that way. And
that's at Stony Creek Park.
That's at Stony Creek Park, which you know where that is.
Yes, I do, right there on Ash Street.
It's on East Ash Street there at the park.
Yes, it is.
It is. Everything gets underway at 8:30 with check-in. The rounds begin at 10 o'clock, and there's the second round starts at 1:30. There's 2 rounds. It's a PDGA sanctioned C-tier event.
Wow.
The PDGA, don't ask me how to spell it, is the Disc Golf Professional.
Oh, okay.
Association.
I used to go turkey shoots with my dad.
What'd you call me?
When I was a young child. You know, and it's really.
You did?
I did, and you know, I didn't know a darn thing about guns or how to shoot or anything, but they train you and they show you everything in a very safe environment.
Right.
But it was one of those things where you make memories. You know, it's just something you can do with a family member or a parent, and you just making memories through the holidays.
It makes a lot of noise, but they really don't shoot turkeys. Don't even think about that. It's a target thing, right?
That's right. Well, we used to get to take the target home with us to show us how good or how inaccurate we may be.
Did you get to shoot?
I got to shoot, but I didn't hit any targets most of the time. But it was fun. It was fun. My dad used to win, and he would bring us home a turkey and let me take the credit. So that was always fun and nice.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's always a lot. That's a family.
It was.
Family
It was
outing.
just something we always did together in November.
That's great.
All
right. Well, let's see what else we have going on here. You know, the Wayne County Wayne County Museum.
Yes.
Has new hours, and it's where they used to be kind of different hours on different days. Now they have the same hours on the days Tuesday through Saturday. It's 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. So make a note of that. Chris would love to see you over there.
Yes, he would.
Also, we have a big event coming up on tomorrow and Saturday, the 2nd and 3rd of November. It's called Christmas in the Forest. Now, if you've ever been to the Christmas in the Forest, you know where it is. It's right off. It's in Forest Hills. It's on Forest Hill Drive at 503 Forest Hills Drive. And if you've ever been to it, you know where it is. Christmas in the Forest starts at 9 a.m. Friday and 9 a.m. Saturday. And you're talking about, for Christmas now, you're talking about hand-painted, handcrafted gifts. You're talking about homemade baked goods.
Oh, my.
It is a big event. This is the 34th year they've done this.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're going to have that famous soup that they always have there each year, and where you can actually eat in if you like. So if you want information about this, in fact, if you wanted to pre-order some of that soup, you can call this number. Call 735-9845, area code 919. 735-9845. It's the 34th annual Christmas in the Forest.
Oh, that's nice.
Right.
We know we have so many local events that are happening throughout the month of November and December, and so many different options of things to do.
That we do. We're going to tell you more about what they are in just a few minutes. But
That's
I want to tell you about what I did out at Plum Tree.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to tell you about it here, and that's up next here on WGTV Today. This is Sally's Specialties.
Yes, it is.
How often do you come out here, Miss Sally?
I am here on Fridays. Plum Tree we run from 4 to 7 from April through the end of October, and this is our 3rd year here.
4 to 7?
4 to 7.
4 a.m.?
No, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. We're trying to catch the crowd as they get off work on Friday and they can stop by here.
That is great. I love your hours.
4 to 7 on Fridays. The first year we tried it on Saturdays, but we had a lot of people who said they didn't want to come back to town. You know, once they went home on the week, they didn't want to come back into town on the weekend. So everything's blowing away today. So we changed it to Fridays from 4 to 7, and it seems to help. It takes a little while to get these things off the ground, but like I said, it's our 3rd year, and we've built up regular customers. They're coming, and They come especially to get bread or whatever, something in particular.
You make this bread?
I do.
Wow.
Would you like to taste?
Oh, no. Well, okay, if you have a sample.
Of course I do.
I never turn down a sample.
Now, this is wheat sourdough.
I love wheat.
You love wheat?
But I can't really tell. I may have to try another one.
Oh, help yourself.
Thank you.
Help yourself.
Oh, yes, that's really good.
White and wheat sourdough.
Oh, that is wheat sourdough. Oh, that's
white and wheat, and this stuff is so much fun. It takes 2 days to make it, you know. But you have to take the starter out and feed the starter.
Right.
Like that morning, and then that night you make up the dough, put it in a bowl, let it rise. The next day you punch it down and put it in the loaves. You knead it and put it in the loaves and let it rise, and then the next night you can make it. So
a lot of work.
2 days.
Yeah.
Now try that if you like pecans. This is called chew bread.
Oh.
Pecans.
Pecan chew bread.
Yes.
Look at that.
Pecan chew bread. It is good. It's like little miniature pecans.
My, that is good. Uh-oh.
And I make this. My mother, who's 84, she makes the jelly. I help her some, but and we use the Harold's peppers to make bell pepper jelly, and then my husband makes the hot sauce with her habaneros.
Wow.
Now he uses a recipe from, have you ever seen Mexico One Plate at a Time with Rick Bayless?
Yes.
That's his recipe.
Really?
Oh, I hope I'm not.
No, you're not. Don't worry about it.
We got it off the internet too. Well, actually, the day we were trying to figure out what to do with all these habaneros, we happened to watch the show that day, and he did 3 different things with habaneros, and that was one of them. So my husband looked it up on the computer to make sure, and we've been. That's been very successful. If it was a secret, it wouldn't be on TV. Oh, it wouldn't be on the internet. Well, and it wouldn't be on the internet. Where you could write it down. That's right. This is great. I love habanero. That's great. Okay, habanero, jellies, chew bread, and bread. This is something different that. What are these? I sent the labeled ones down to another market, and I haven't labeled these, but this is something I just made up just for kicks. Just for kicks. Okay. It's an old recipe I found laying around, and I have not set up a sample here, so we'll just try some like this. Oh, okay. It's called white trash. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Oh, I like that. It's peanut butter and chocolate. And peanut butter, that doesn't get any better. And confectioner's sugar and Chex cereal and nuts and raisins, and it's also got some cranberries in there somewhere. Oh, really? That is great. She calls it white trash. Oh boy. And the powdered sugar has melted into it now. It's not as white as it was. That is, boy, that's nice. That's nice. And I put my chew bread into some Halloween bags this time. So, oh, the market ends. Next Friday is our last one. Next Friday, that would be today is Friday. November the 7th. November 7th is the last day. No, 2nd. Second, I'm sorry. 2nd. November 2nd is the last Friday you're going to be here. Except, Kim and I, this is Kim, Harold's Produce. Kim and I are going to continue to come on Fridays from 2 to 4. Okay. We'll have to bump it up because, you know, it's going to be getting dark, so. Right. But as long as she's still got veggies coming off, right, we're going to keep coming. So you'll be here from 2 to 4, as long as you can. As long as we got stuff. As long as you got stuff. Yeah. Thank you for speaking with us. Thank you. Oh. They say, move on down the line. Stuff down there. Looky here. Oh boy. You're Miss Harold. I am. Sally's better at talking than I am. No, I think you're doing fine. Sally's what? You're better at talking than I am. A better talker? I think you're doing just fine there. Wow. Well, these are all locally grown. You grew these, right? Yes, sir. And they're all pesticide and herbicide free. Pesticide and herbicide free. How in the world do you do that? It's not easy. There's a lot of work in that. Look at the size of those tomatoes. That's beautiful. You got quite a spread here. This coming week will probably wind us up on tomatoes.
Yeah. With a light frost coming, and the rest is squash, so it'll be just a winter crop soon.
Okay. So you plan on, as Miss Sally says, you're going to be here as long as you can.
We'll have rutabagas, we'll have turnips, some cabbage, collards, your fall and winter crops.
All right. How long have you been coming out here?
3 years.
Oh, okay.
3 years, and I enjoy it out here.
Very nice.
We're hoping that our little winter schedule's going to work real good.
I hope so. Well, I appreciate you speaking with us.
All right, thank you.
All right.
I am a paper crafter.
I'm sorry?
A paper crafter.
Paper crafter.
Yep, so I
like
do
that.
scrapbooks and handmade layouts, anything I can put paper on. Like these are all through pickle jars, and I have handmade paper ornaments for Christmas tree, and then I have handmade cards in the basket.
Handmade cards. You made these?
All by hand, yep.
You're a paper crafter.
Yep.
That is interesting.
Thank you.
Look at that. Hi. Isn't that pretty? Very nice. How long does it take you to make something like that?
It depends on how inspired I am. Usually average is 15-20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes? My goodness. That is beautiful. And look at this. Isn't that cute? Very nice. What's your name?
Brandy.
Brandy?
Yep.
How long have you been coming out here?
This is my first year. My husband and I, my husband's stationed at Seymour Johnson, so we just moved here about 1.5 years ago.
Where are you from?
We're from upstate New York, by Albany.
Sure. Capital city?
Yep, we're a little south of there. We're from Schenectady, but
I know where Schenectady is. Sure.
Yep.
Well, first of all, thank you for your service.
It's not me, it's all my husband.
Well, it's partly you as well.
Thank you.
We thank you very much for that, and welcome to Wayne County.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your time with us.
Well, all of these products here are natural. It's aromatherapy.
Aromatherapy.
Aromatherapy. I don't use any preservatives, and I work with shea butter. This is shea butter here.
Shea butter.
Shea butter is from Africa. It comes from a nut, and this is refined, and it's all natural. It does not have any preservatives in it. It's all natural. You can use this for moisture for your skin, and when you're using this, you don't need to use any other type of moisturizer with it. It's good for psoriasis, eczema. It's good for dark spots.
And it's what kind of
It's
butter?
called shea butter.
Shea butter.
Shea butter.
How do you spell that?
S-H-E-A.
Ah, okay. S-H-E-A. Shea butter. Look at
It
that.
comes in white, and it comes in yellow.
Okay. You put it on your skin,
You put
and
it on
you
your,
leave
can
it
put it
there.
on your hair. You can put it on your skin. It's all over. All
Oh
over.
boy, you could take a bath in
Oh,
it.
yes.
Oh boy.
Yes. Once you use shea butter, you don't want to use anything else. You'll love it.
Well, now, when you're using the shea butter, do you end up slipping out of things and you slide across the floor?
That's why when you're using shea butter, you don't need to use that much. A little bit goes a long way.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Shea butter. That's interesting. I'm not familiar with a lot of things, especially that.
Yes, shea butter is excellent.
All right.
And then what we have here is beeswax, and I use this to put in lip balm. I make pineapple lip balm, apple lip balm. I use tea tree in it and myrrh, and it has healing properties in it.
I see. This does?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Here we have dream pillows. The dream pillows have chamomile in it. It has lavender, and it has hops in it. So you put it inside your pillowcase, and once it's in your pillowcase, you just go night-night, and the smell the aroma is going to help you to sleep, especially if you have insomnia. Yes.
Oh boy.
It's excellent.
Wow. So that really works.
Oh yes, yes.
I'll have to try that.
Yes.
All right. This is interesting. Now, what are the bottles?
All these bottles here, this is my medicine cabinet. What we have here, this is grapefruit. You can smell it. All of the essential oils are all pure.
Is there a charge for that? For smelling it?
No.
Okay. I was going to say send me a bill.
But all of these here, you have lavender, you have rosemary, you have eucalyptus, especially right now. I made a chest rub. And this chest rub here is made with beeswax, and it has almond oil and eucalyptus and peppermint. And a little bit goes a long way. You want to put it on the chest. And it's great because it doesn't have any type of chemicals which enter the body and go through the bloodstream, which is more harmful in the long run. And so with the essential oils, you have to know exactly the right formula to use to make a product. And once you do, you're armed and dangerous.
All right. Sleepy Dream pillows, aromatherapy, beeswax products, chest rubs. My head is spinning, and the shea butter.
Yes,
oh
and the
my.
shea butter. Can't forget about the shea butter.
No, of course not.
And we also have raw coconut butter. We use all raw material dealing with all natural products. There's a store here in town. It's called Health Habits.
Sure.
Some of my products are there off of Spencer Street. And my name is Victoria.
All right, Victoria. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you.
All right, we're continuing our journey across the parking lot here at Plum Tree. And folks, what do we have here? Anna Andrews. Is that you? All right. Hi, Anna.
Hi.
What do we have here?
I do long arm quilting, sewing. I like to teach quilting, and I do some machine embroidery and things. The main thing is to let people know that when they make their quilt tops, there's a place to get them finished into sandwiches.
Okay, so you can finish them. They bring them to you, and then you finish them off. Well, these are just beautiful.
Thank you.
Look at these. You made these?
Well, actually, my husband put these together. The ones I make usually wind up being given to someone.
Oh.
But I did make the one that I'm using as a tablecloth.
Oh, okay.
And then I have some examples of stitching here, and we have a catalog of different types of stitch designs that we can get too.
All right, very good. Well, let's get a good look at the tablecloth here. That is beautiful.
Thank you. Courthouse steps and rail fence is the pattern.
Okay.
There's actually a name for all the different blocks and the different kinds of quilts.
See, I didn't know that.
There is. This is your rail fence, going different ways, and then down below that border where it's the blue.
Right.
That's called courthouse steps.
Oh, okay. The blue along the bottom there is called courthouse steps. How about that? The only thing I know about blankets is how to use them.
That's right. You wrap up in them and you snuggle.
That's exactly right.
You wrap up and get comfy.
That's it. Wrap up and get comfy. All right. And you also have prickly pear fruit jelly.
We do. It's amazingly good. You have to taste it. Prickly pears have a very earthy scent to them, but the jelly is not earthy at all. It's bright and has a little tartness. It uses very little sugar, and it's just a really refreshing jelly. And this is all from my mom's backyard. We spent a whole day, like 9 hours, and made 63 jars of jelly just from the couple of plants that my mom has.
Great. That's a lot of work. Yeah.
But it was fun because it was my sister and my mom and I, and we just had a blast doing it.
Well, thank you for your time.
You're
welcome. Go to visit
but
your
you
sister.
have to taste.
Oh, I do? Well, if it's in the rules.
It is.
Everybody who's tasted it has liked it.
They've been so surprised. So
I have to do this.
that's right, because you have to be able to talk about it.
Yes, indeed. I think I'll just try a saltine.
Yeah, and The jelly's a little room temperature, so.
Well, that's okay, but look at the color.
I know it. That's the color of the fruit.
Look at it. Oh, it is? That's
Yes.
a prickly pear color fruit?
You know the little
Fruit color?
They're plum shaped and they grow on the top of the green flat leaves with the big thorns. Those are prickly pears.
Oh.
And
okay.
they ripen in the fall.
Right.
And they turn a deep purple.
Oh, wow.
And when you pick them and wash them, and then you cut them open, and you get that color.
That is beautiful. Could you paint with that?
My mom might try. She loves the color, and she does paint.
Okay.
Are you surprised?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was, first time we'd made it, and I was very surprised. It was wonderful.
Wow. Wow. That,
Very good stuff.
Oh, man. That is really something.
Yep.
And it's only $5 a jar. There you go.
Low sugar and organic, and you know, just
Now
grown
that's
in the
important.
backyard. It is.
Low sugar and organic.
It is important
It used
today.
very little sugar to make it. Used just enough to get it to gel with the pectin. So.
There you go. Great. Thank you for your time.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
And thank you for the jelly.
Yeah.
Because I certainly wouldn't want to break any rules and not eat some. You know, I really wouldn't.
And it's better than it sounds like it's going to be.
It does.
Definitely. How are you
Wow.
today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay,
What
thank
in
you.
the world? Look at all the stuff.
That's my little hobby.
Would
My
you
little
collect
hobby.
these things?
No, I make them.
Get out of here.
Yes, sir. I just started making them a couple of months ago.
Really?
Gotta find something to do to help my husband make some money now.
I hear you.
That's my wire work, my attempt at wire work. It's fun. I love doing it. I love doing
That
it.
is
And it
beautiful.
gives me something to do all day.
You make this.
I make this, yes sir. You caught me on the one day that I did not bring this. I usually sit here and make a couple of pieces. You caught me on the one day I didn't do it because I was just so rushed. But,
Well, I'll tell you what, this is very impressive.
well, thank you very much. I do. I honestly, I love doing it. And like Anna over there, a couple of my pieces when I first started, I just gave them away. And then I figured, well, you know, if I can sell some and help my husband to pay the bills, that'd probably be a little bit better. You know?
You are Bling.
Bling Fling. BJ's Bling Fling.
BJ's Bling Fling.
Yes, and I'm Barb. I'm BJ.
Oh, okay, Barb. Very good.
Yep, just started doing it not too long ago.
Where's the heart?
I'm sorry?
I see a heart in my viewfinder.
You see a heart, there's a heart
right
here,
here.
and there's
This
a heart
one,
there.
yes.
Yep. You go ahead, pick it up.
All right.
That's one of my new pieces.
Look at that. I can't quite get the focus on that, but I'm close. That is beautiful. The colors are gorgeous.
Thank you.
Tell them about
Thank
your
you.
breast cancer awareness.
Yes. Some of
Yes.
the pieces I sell, the proceeds will be going towards breast cancer. My
Wonderful.
mom and my oldest daughter are both breast cancer survivors. And this is still the month of October.
Yes, it is.
We're back on WGTV today. Today is November 1st. It is a Thursday morning. How in the world are you doing?
Yes, it is November 1st, and Wayne, we have got a new segment on our show.
I heard about that.
Yes.
Tell me about that. What's going on?
The Kids Spotlight,
Kid Spotlight.
where we are showcasing children and students within our community, ages 6 to 18, that are excelling and doing great things locally.
Oh boy, now that sounds great. So according to what I'm reading here, if a student excels in academics and or athletics or arts or community service, that person would be eligible for a spotlight.
That's right.
And the spotlight has to be sent to us and recommended. The child has to be recommended by a teacher
Or an instructor.
Or an instructor. Now, the parents will want to do this, but parents tend to be a bit biased. So what we want to hear from the teachers. Teachers can give us or send us the name. And how do they send us a name?
They actually, you could go to the city or the county's website.
That's right.
You look under WGTV, And on the WGTV link, there will be something that says Kids Spotlight. Once you click on that, there's an information sheet that looks just like this, except it's in color. And it has all the details of the program, and then there'll also be an application right there online. Once you complete that application and hit submit, then we have received that information, and we will look over all the details that you send in. So remember, the child has to be between the ages of 6 and 18. They have to be from our county, and the information needs to be sent in or submitted from an instructor or teacher of some nature.
So go to www.waynegov.com or the city's website
at goldsboronc.gov, and look for the WGTV information box. Click on that and you'll see Kids Spotlight. We want to hear about the kids in our community that are doing great things. Remember, it's either academics or community service or athletics or the arts. So 4 different categories there. We're excited about starting that. It's going to be happening soon.
Yeah.
And you'll see an interview done with that child, finding out what they're doing in our community and how long they've been doing it and all the details that go along with it.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It certainly
really
is.
Really looking forward to that.
That's coming soon.
Because, you know, there are a lot of young people in this community
that have a lot of good things going on for them.
They do. And you need to know about them.
That's right.
Well, this is National Diabetes Awareness Month. November is. And there's going to be a Diabetes Awareness Health Fair coming up at Wayne Memorial Hospital.
That's right.
With free diabetes screenings. You heard that. Free diabetes screenings. Free screenings and information about the latest treatments and supplies for people living with diabetes. There'll be experts on hand. An endocrinologist will be there, Dr. Okeke, and there'll be a certified wound specialist as well. Now, they're asking that you register for this in advance. You don't have to, but it would help a lot if you did. You can send your name by email to registration@waynehealth.org. Registration@waynehealth.org. Or you can call them at 731-6299. 731-6299. During the event, they'll have giveaways, they'll have refreshments, they'll have prizes for participation. So you're invited to attend. It's a Diabetes Awareness Health Fair, and it's free with free screening. It's going to be a lot of fun at Wayne Memorial Hospital. I would presume this is going to be in the cafeteria area, maybe. I'm not really sure, but it would really help if you would go ahead and register by going to registration@waynehealth.org. All right?
That's right.
That's on, you know, I didn't say what day it was.
No,
it's on November 20th. It's on November 20th. That is a Tuesday.
That's right. That's the same day as our Light Up Downtown. You knew I was going there.
You were going there. Yeah, okay.
Same day as Lights Up Downtown. That starts at 5 p.m. And you can come down to downtown Goldsboro and you can hear entertainment where people will be singing all kinds of Christmas carols.
Oh, boy.
We can enjoy hot chocolate and all kinds of goodies downtown Goldsboro. And children can do arts and crafts and make reindeer food and all those fun things. Then you can eat locally downtown and then move on down to the Paramount Theater where you can hear Holiday Pops. The North Carolina Symphony will be there.
And don't they begin the trolley rides that night?
They do. The trolley rides. Oh, that is such a fun night.
That is a fun night.
That's right. Trolley rides with Santa.
November 20th. Hey, today's November 1st. On today's almanac, Notre Dame introduced the forward pass. They had nobody in football had used a forward pass until this very day, 1913 it was. 99 years ago today, quarterback Gus Dorius completed 17 out of 21 of those passes to his receiver, and you know his name.
What's his name?
Newt Rockne. You've heard of Newt Rockne? Yeah, the Gipper. Win one for the Gipper and all that. Anyway, Newt Rockne, they won over Army 35-13 that day, and that certainly helped. The forward pass, first introduced this day 99 years ago.
My goodness.
Yeah, mine too. Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, two of the funniest men that ever lived, first appeared in the movies this day, 1940. A Night in the Tropics was the name of the movie, and still their movies are shown, and I still laugh at every one of them. I love them all. The Dave Clark Five, Bits and Pieces, and a bunch of other hits, first appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show this day in 1964, and Ed said, and this is a direct quote, "Unlike the Rolling Stones," he said, "unlike the Rolling Stones, these are nice, neat boys."
Oh.
Ed said. Having a birthday today, Whispering Bill Anderson turned 75. Jenny McCarthy, the actress, is 40. And actress Toni Collette is 40 as well today.
Just thinking back in time, who would you say over time is your most favorite comedian of all time?
Oh, my goodness. There's not one. I love them all. I love George Burns. I love Milton Berle. I love the Abbott and Costello, there's just so many that that the ones that I probably enjoy the most came out of the 30s and 40s. They did vaudeville and then went on into movies and TV. Some of the later ones would be Sinbad. He's one of my favorites. I love Cosby. I love good. Well, nowadays you have to be concerned about it. I love good, clean comedy.
Right.
Back in the 30s and 40s, they didn't have anything but good, clean comedy.
Yeah.
But there's so many comedians out there, and they're just all.
You know my favorite?
Who's your favorite?
Been my favorite my entire life.
Who's that?
Carol Burnett.
Oh, I love Carol Burnett.
I used to love to watch her shows, and Lily Tomlin's been on TV a lot recently, and I remember the little bit where Lily Tomlin would sit in that great big chair, and she looked so tiny with her legs just swinging back and forth. And
Edith Ann.
Yep, that's exactly right. But Carol Burnett has always been just such a hilarious woman and such a good giving woman from what I've read and learned about her through the years. But and she's always made me laugh and still does when I watch those good old reruns and shows.
Know. And her cast, Harvey Korman.
Oh my goodness.
Tim Conway.
Yes. Tim Conway was hilarious.
One of the funniest guys.
Oh yeah.
Dick Van Dyke, another extremely funny man.
That's right. It takes a lot of talent.
It does. It takes a lot of talent to be funny.
That's right.
I wish I had that talent.
Well, I don't even attempt it.
Not me either.
But speaking of comedians, let me tell you really quickly, there will be a comedian Saturday, November the 10th at 8 p.m., which is free to the public, at Southern Bank Auditorium at Mount Olive College. That's 634 Henderson Street, Mount Olive. John Feltz is his name. It's clean, fresh, stand-up comedy.
There you go.
John delivers real and funny, one-of-a-kind perspectives on dating, marriage, and parenting. Oh, I bet that is funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, yeah. He says he talks about American culture and the struggle to do the right thing. John studied marketing at the University of North Carolina at Wilmington.
Now, that's funny.
He's a native of Raleigh-Durham, and he performs for churches, local businesses, charities, and schools all over eastern North Carolina.
Okay.
So that event is open to the public at 8 o'clock p.m. On Saturday, November the 10th. So join them. Speaking of comedians.
I love it. I love it.
Well, next I think we're going to hear some Jazz on George.
Is that up next?
It is, and I think it ended up being Jazz on John.
Oh.
Because we ended up at the Arts Council, and that's on John Street.
Oh, yeah, because of the storm.
That's right. So it ended up being Jazz on John, and it was a great event. I can't wait for you to hear the Monitors and Nicholas Cole. And I interviewed him at the end, Nicholas Cole. So you'll hear from him a little bit about his goals and where he plans to go in the next few years. So stay tuned.
Tell a story.
Today we're here at, was Jazz on George, now it's Jazz on John. We're here at the Arts Council of Wayne County enjoying some absolutely beautiful jazz music downtown. We have so many local guys and girls that are here to showcase what they can do throughout our community. And I've got somebody with me today. Let's find out who he is and why he's here. Hi there.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm great. Tell me who you are.
My name is Stephen Kennedy. And I came down this afternoon just to enjoy the atmosphere, the ambiance. The music was wonderful. We had 2 local artists here, the Monitors, as well as Nicholas Cole, who is actually still downstairs playing now as we speak.
We can hear that beautiful piano music downstairs, can't we?
Yes, it is. I mean, it is a wonderful sound to the ears. And he's a local artist and he's young.
19 years old is what they said.
19. And it's wonderful because I know him personally, and that is a great honor just to know someone that I've seen grow over the last 3-4 years to become a wonderful musician. And like I said earlier, he's a local musician here from Wayne County.
That's right. You know, we have such unbelievable, wonderful things happening throughout our community all the time. Every weekend and throughout the weeks, we have many, many things that we want to showcase and talk about. And on our show, we want to be able to promote local talent, stand behind them, and our community does a great job doing that.
Yes, I can say that they do. They really do promote a lot of local things that's going on. And here lately, Goldsboro, the city, downtown is coming alive. And this is what I'm really enjoying right now, that it's something that I can do here. Instead of having to travel outside of Wayne County, I can come right downtown and enjoy the talent that we have here.
We're back on WGTV today. Coming up on the 19th of November is the Farm City Week Banquet. Now, agriculture is so important to the Wayne County community. It's a way to bring the city folk and the farm folk, kind of bring them together there. But it is a big event because the farm folks and the city folks do work together very closely here in Wayne County. And I happen to have in my hands here. I have in my hands here some fun facts, some facts about agriculture that you may not even be aware of. For instance, we talk about how much we support our farmers and eat local and buy local, fresh fruits and such. I'm not sure we grow broccoli around here, but broccoli is one of my favorites. I love all veggies, and broccoli is so good for you. But how much, on average, does the average American eat of broccoli each year? Do you have any idea?
Well, how is it gauged? Through what? Are we talking about pounds here?
I have. Okay, all right. Yeah, how many in pounds? Let's say, because I was going to say I don't know.
Well, let's see. I don't know. Let's say 10 pounds.
You know, that's a pretty good guess.
Is it? Well, I was way off with tomatoes. So I'm glad I'm better with broccoli.
It's wrong, but
well, there you
it's a good guess. I'll tell you later.
Later?
Later, I'll tell you later.
He's going to make us wait.
Average amount of...
This is about all we got. We get ready to wrap up the show. You better tell us.
Well, no, I can't tell you right now, can I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I will.
We'll wait.
Let's wait. No, I'll tell you right now. If you enjoy broccoli, you eat an average of 14 pounds a year. So
well,
10 pounds
wasn't off as I have been.
That wasn't too bad at all. That was a good guess. 14 pounds, which is over a pound a month on average, which means for those who do not like broccoli, which includes President Bush 41, he didn't like it at all.
Really?
And the broccoli growers of America got all upset. And they took a truckload of broccoli and dumped it on the White House lawn. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
I do. I remember that because I love broccoli. I was going to go get some out of that. But anyway, you eat 14 pounds a year.
Interesting.
How about
14
that? Isn't that
pounds
interesting?
Per person, generally.
Yeah, generally. There you go, whether you're a general or not. Anyway, we have, of course, on a serious note, not that broccoli isn't serious.
I understand.
On a serious note, we have a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving party.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Looking for some fun to get your youngsters in the Thanksgiving spirit? Well, look no further. The Arts Council of Wayne County Charlie Brown Thanksgiving Party is November 17th. It starts at 10 a.m. and goes until 12 noon. It will take place at the Arts Council at 102 North John Street in Goldsboro, their newest location.
That's right, downtown.
Children will enjoy making a beautiful Thanksgiving hanging decoration and a festive turkey.
Of course.
Afterward, they'll feast on buttered toast and jelly beans and pretzels.
But why?
Because, I don't know.
Because that's what Charlie Brown and his gang ate.
That's because that's what Charlie Brown and his gang ate.
That's right. You have to eat the same thing.
A great way to spend Saturday morning before Thanksgiving. It's for ages 5 to 10 years of age. The cost is $10 per child, and that includes more stuff. More information, if you like information. Well, it ran
That's
off.
all the supplies. All the supplies.
Well, it ran off the page there. Anyway, if you want information about that, call to register for the party at 736-3300. That's the Arts Council's phone number at 736-3300.
That's right. And now get your pens and paper and get your calendars ready.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Where's your pen?
Okay, I got it right here.
We have a long list of Christmas parades.
Oh.
So you need to mark your calendar.
Mark your calendars.
That's right. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Saturday, December the 1st.
That's next month.
Is Mount Olive Christmas Parade at 10 a.m.
Mount Olive.
Line up at 9. That's Mount Olive. Saturday, December the 1st.
Line up at 9.
Line up at 9. Fremont is that same day at 1 p.m.
Fremont, 1 p.m.
Line up at noon.
What day is this?
That is Saturday, December the 1st.
December 1st. Okay.
There's 3 parades so far that we're aware of all on the same day.
Oh.
Mount Olive at 10. Fremont at 1. Goldsboro at 4.
Ah.
Line up at 3.
Okay.
Okay, that's all Saturday, December the 1st. Now, the very next day, Sunday, December the 2nd.
Oh, the 2nd comes after the 1st.
Yes, it does. You have Pikeville at 3 o'clock, line up at 2.
Pikeville, okay. 3
p.m.
Okay.
And then, let's see, Sunday, the next Sunday, December the 9th.
December 9th, all right.
Eureka Christmas Parade at 3 p.m., line up at 2.
Eureka.
Eureka, 3 p.m., Sunday, December 9th.
Okay.
So that's a lot of Christmas parades.
I know.
And Seven Springs was in November. We'll have to go back and find the date on that one exactly, but we talked about it earlier.
We did talk about
that. But that one
earlier.
is in November, I believe.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact date, but
right.
we'll find it.
Okay, we'll find it.
All right, so that's Saturday, December 1st, Sunday, December 2nd, and Sunday, December 9th.
Boy, that's a lot of parades.
Isn't it a lot?
I'm telling you.
And a lot of people try to hit every one of those in those days.
Yeah. Okay. Well, not Christmas, but Veterans Day. Veterans Day parade is coming up.
That's right. This weekend.
No, that's right. November 10th. That's this Saturday.
Yeah.
And it takes place in downtown
Maybe it's
Goldsboro.
next Saturday.
Is it next Saturday? Yeah. November.
Just tell them
10th.
the date.
Yeah. Just go to the calendar and see what November 10th falls on, and then that's the day.
That morning at 11 o'clock, downtown Goldsboro. Come out and support our vets. And I believe there's a ceremony at
10:45.
10:45. All right.
Yeah, to kind of kick it off. And if you want to attend, you want to participate in that parade, you're more than invited to do so. Call Sean at the Veterans Services office on East Ash Street, and she can help you get into that parade. And it doesn't cost anything either, and you have a lot of fun. Oh, boy.
That's right. You know, Wayne,
yeah, I've seen him around.
On our show here, we want to make sure that we give the community lots of different ways to not only see the show, but also to connect and know what all's going on within the community. Both the county and the city, we both have Facebook pages.
We do.
Where we post historic pictures, we post event information, we post daily things that are going on within our community. So that is one place you can go at City of Goldsboro or County of Wayne. For Facebook. We both have Twitter accounts. You can follow us on Twitter to find out little tidbits really quickly that are going on within our community. We also both have YouTube channels. The city has a YouTube channel and the county has a YouTube channel.
You YouTube too?
Yes, I do. And on YouTube, all of the different shows that we record and that are shown every morning at 7, those same shows are on YouTube channel. So if there's somebody that you saw interviewed or you missed a show or something, you can certainly go to the YouTube channels and watch it.
All right, very quickly. Wayne County Museum's Plantation Tour, Southern Wayne County, going on this weekend. 734-5023, 734-5023. That's a lot of fun. And we will be back tomorrow morning because we're out of time. We'll be back at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Join us then. Until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.